Mediabite Podcast Network.
What is it?
The stuff that dreams are made of.
You could get killed chasing after your damn fortune and glory!
Maybe. But not today.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Exploring Cinema.
Exploring Cinema.
You did that joke last time.
I did.
I'm Alex, and this is
Jared.
And today we're going to be talking about The Monkey, which came out last year.
Yes.
Yes, 2025. I forgot what year it was. We were already in February. I'm already thinking. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about The Monkey. This is another one of our, if you remember from last week, one of our library picks. So we go to the library and we find movies, and we go like the small local libraries. There's not a lot of movies. There's like, I don't know, probably like 100 movies to pick from. There's probably like 100 to 200 movies there. Definitely no more than like 150.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on like weird like little rotating racks.
Yeah, the rotating racks, and
rotating
they're really
racks.
hard to look through.
Yeah, it's really annoying to look through. But we go there, and there's not a lot of options, so we can easily just pick a couple of things, you know, and then we come back and we watch them. So we went back to the library, we returned our old picks, except for one, which we have not watched yet, which we needed to do. And then we got a bunch more, and we sat down and we watched, like, all of them. All at once. We just went and we watched all of them. We had a little bit of like a movie marathon. We watched all of our library picks. And so we decided out of them that what we were going to do for this week for our podcast was going to be The Monkey. So let's get into it. Jared, what are your initial monkey thoughts?
I was surprised by how much I liked this movie. I knew about the story, and I knew that Osgood Perkins directed it. And
He also made Long Legs.
yeah, I knew that he would do well, but the idea of the monkey with the little toy monkey doesn't feel very like scary to me.
Yeah.
But because it was scary and funny, it really rides the line between this seems so like out of touch with reality that it's not scary at all because it's just a toy monkey making deaths happen, but then it's also like scary because you directly see the monkey's like cause and effect.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
bum.
And then it's also like weirdly really funny at times. And it really melds a lot of like, it's a horror comedy in the right way, where it doesn't lean too far into just being a funny movie that's based on like Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
It's like actually kind of scary at times, but also really funny. What did you think?
So, I did want to say, what I saw was that when I was kind of like looking up things about the movie, it was originally supposed to be super duper serious, and the director was like, this needs to be funnier. Like, it's a toy monkey.
Yeah.
It's not going to be credible. It's just completely straight, dead serious.
Yeah.
And so that's why they added that humor element. And I think that really made the movie work.
Yes.
I would not have enjoyed this movie if it was very serious.
If it was dead serious the whole time, it would not have worked.
It would have been funny still. It still would have been funny, but not funny for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I really liked it. The premise was really goofy. At times, I really like when things have like a really goofy premise. Like, it's a toy monkey. Like, be so for real right now. Like, it's a toy monkey. But I think that's also part of what makes it so scary is it's just like this negligible, small, what is normally insignificant of a thing, this monkey, and then it ends up being this perpetrator of death and misfortune.
Yeah, in a very scary way.
In a very scary and very, like, pandemonious way.
Yeah.
Like, the way these people die are not normal. Like, you'll see, like, as we kind of go through the plot, like, the one guy dies in basically a Goldberg machine.
Yeah.
And with, like, his mother's bowling ball. It's a bowling ball with her name carved in it, and it slams him into his head, and it decapitates him. So I think the humor element paired very well with this monkey, this toy theme of being, like, a killer toy. And I think it worked really well. I thought it was funny. I thought that the gore was really interesting. I didn't think any of it was excessive. I think it really just like kept me going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the whole time.
It's funny, it's like, because the term excessive is really interesting, because for me it wasn't excessive,
No, it wasn't.
but for someone
people,
else
it
that
would be.
like, if you had never seen a horror movie before and you went to see this movie, you would think it was excessive.
Yeah.
Especially one thing that we'll talk about. You want to talk about it now? The pool scene with the lady diving into the pool, because that's like the clearest example of what I'm talking about.
Yes. So we'll wait for that for the second part. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to the kills in a little bit, but it's not excessive. The gore isn't excessive. It's just very intentional and very.
Yes.
And it's not like Saw gore. It's not like that. It's just like typical like horror movie gore.
Yeah.
Not like the point of the movie is not gore,
No.
but it is gory at times.
The point of the movie is holy fucking shit that just happened.
That just happened.
That just happened.
Wow.
Oh my God,
Lord.
that just happened.
That happened because of a monkey?
Stop spinning the monkey.
Yeah. Stop.
And I think that's a good point too, is the monkey only kills when the people use it. It's an agent of their decision making.
Yeah.
It does not kill on its own.
Yes.
The monkey just chooses at whim who dies. But the monkey does not ever actually
It cannot make the
decide.
decision to kill.
Yes, it has
Yeah.
to be turned.
Which I think is really interesting and is very different than other things like this.
A
Like,
lot of like toy movies are very like, oh, it's possessed. So it's
Yeah.
its own, it has its own free will. The monkey
Yeah.
does not have free will in the same sense that a lot of like other like
yeah.
like dolls
Yeah.
or like every time you like
like, it's not
Conjuring when
Chucky.
they have yeah.
It's not Chucky. Chucky is not. There is no serial killer living in this monkey killing people.
He simply kills when people ask him to.
Yeah.
But he doesn't pick who they want.
He just picks.
He just picks. Yeah.
And that's really interesting and very different. Because, like, again, by the title of the movie, no context for what the film is, it just seems like there's a killer monkey
Yes.
who just decides when people die randomly for no reason.
But he doesn't.
But he
he
doesn't.
doesn't decide when it happens. He just decides who.
Yeah.
Which is really
Which is
interesting.
really interesting.
So, before we get into the summary of the story, what we're going to do is we're going to actually talk about where the monkey came from. And the monkey is not actually an original movie. It comes from a 1980s Stephen King short.
Mm-hmm.
And it's featured in like a collection of stories. It was originally published like in a magazine, I think.
It was his first anthology, Night Shift.
Yes.
It's the anthology that it comes from.
Yeah. And it's a very short story. In the story, The Monkey, there's a dad and his son. The dad has had experience with this monkey. It was a childhood toy of his. So it killed his best friend, it killed his cat. And then we're in the present. Him and his son are going through his childhood home, and they find the monkey, and it brings back all the memories of everything that happened. And he's like, we have to get rid of this monkey again. Like, it came back. Like, I've gotten rid of it once. I've dumped it down the well once. I gotta get rid of this monkey. And they go and they take it to a lake, and they drop the monkey in the lake, and the monkey starts clapping. It's cymbals, because the monkey in the story is cymbals, not drums, like in the movie. And it's clapping, and he makes it, the boat starts to fall apart, he makes it out of the boat, he gets to the shore with his son, and all the fish in the lake die. All the fish in the lake die
That
from
is
the
really
monkey.
scary.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the ending of the movie, which we'll talk about a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
That's a very typical Stephen King ending, where it's like a little bit lackluster at the very end. Like, it doesn't go as scary as it could,
Yeah.
but I think it works for a short story. It works.
For sure.
But which is I think one change, I think, before we even get into the plot, that I think is really interesting is, besides the legal reasons why it was different, I think that for a film, it doesn't, or for a book, it doesn't matter. The symbol works better because that's what people typically think of when they think of a monkey
A
like
toy
that.
monkey, yeah.
I think the drum builds tension better in a film.
Yes.
Because the way that he beats on the drum and he holds it up, and then
Yep.
that's when he decides who he's going to kill. And then when that strikes, that's when the monkey kills. With the cymbals, you can't do that.
No, you would just spread his arms
It would
apart.
just spread his arms apart, and it doesn't feel the same
It doesn't have the same tense
like,
intensity.
dramatic like force of when he hits the drum and now you know someone's just died.
Especially because there's a lot of shots where he's holding the drumstick up. Like,
Yeah.
at the very beginning of the movie, it's these two twin boys, his dad. It's like a flashback. And he's trying to pawn off the monkey and just get rid of it. And the monkey's arm is in the air. And the whole time he's like, you don't want his arm to come down. You don't want his arm to come down. And the pawn shop keeper is just like, dude. Basically just like, dude, chill your fucking shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. And then the monkey's arm comes down, hits the drum. And then you see like, there's this big thing that the monkey's arm comes down from the position it's in. Like it's raising the drumstick. And it comes down, hits it. And then a harpoon shoots out of one of the pawn shop things, goes through the pawn shop guy. And he's like, oh. And then it sucks back.
Oh,
it
God.
comes back. Like it retracts. And it pulls his intestines out with him.
Oh my God, I was so unprepared for that moment.
Woke me up.
I was like, oh my God.
What the heck?
Because that was literally the first,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. And then right after that, he grabs the dad. He grabs a flamethrower, a fire, like
yes,
a flame
like
torch,
a flamethrower.
a flamethrower, yeah. And he takes the monkey outside and he burns it. And that's it.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the future, to his two twin boys. His two twin boys are Hal and Bill.
Yes.
Hal is very withdrawn, very socially not accepted whatsoever. His really only relationship is with his mother. And then Bill is an asshole. He calls Hal dumb shit. He treats his other brother like treats his twin brother like shit. You know, he perpetuates the bullying at school. He's not very nice to his mom. He's just like an all around kind of just jerk.
Yeah.
And they're going through their dad's stuff and they find the monkey. And the monkey becomes a source of the bullying from Bill towards Hal.
Yeah.
Because Hal kind of ends up with the monkey, and Bill makes monkey jokes at him. Bill makes banana jokes at him. Bill asks him to like kiss the monkey and like say really inappropriate things about the monkey, or also beat the shit out of him. And Hal fantasizes about killing Bill. Like Hal just fantasizes about killing Bill. And the monkey gets turned. Mind you, the boys do not know what the monkey does. Like they don't know. They don't understand. They just know what the box says. And they turn it, and then they go to a hibachi restaurant with their babysitter. And at the hibachi restaurant with the babysitter, the hibachi chef slips up, and he slices her throat. Her throat just gets like sliced. Like he's like doing, he's doing like knife tricks, like they do. And she gets her throat just like completely like sliced, and her head comes off right on the table, starts sizzling on the grill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, just starts sizzling on the grill.
Yeah.
And then they go to the babysitter's funeral, and there's this really funny scene with the pastor who has no idea what he's saying for the life of him.
Brand new pastor.
He's
probably like 21.
Yeah, he's got no idea what to say. And then Hal realizes the monkey did it. Like he's like, the monkey did it. The monkey did it. The monkey probably did it. And he goes to school, and he ends up covered in bananas because these punk ass kids at school throw bananas at him. And he comes home and he's like, you know what? Fuck Bill. Fuck Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Bill. And turns the dial on the monkey. And then Bill comes home from school right after he got home from school. And Bill goes in, their mom's in the kitchen. And while the monkey picks, you don't get to pick. The monkey picks who dies.
Yeah.
And their mom suffers a major aneurysm. It's a major, huge fucking aneurysm. And she just dies.
What'd they say, 1 in 45 million people or something?
Yeah. And they're like, it was just, someone's got to be that one.
Yeah.
I think that's what the line says. Like, someone's got to be that one. And at this point, Bill has like a revelation about their mom dying. And he doesn't say anything to Hal. And he never takes his suit off from their mom's funeral. And so they move in with their aunt and uncle, Chet and Ida.
Yes, I think so.
Chip and Ida.
Chip and Ida, yes.
Chip and Ida. And Chip's kind of like a dicky uncle. Ida's an okay aunt. Like, they didn't want kids, and now they have kids. And they want to see if it's the monkey who's actually killing people. And so they end up turning it again. And the two boys come together, and they turn the monkey again. And their Uncle Chip is out hunting. He's sleeping in his sleeping bag on a hunting trip, and he gets stampeded. And they show you, they're talking about, like, you know, like, what happened. Like, there's a narration of, like, you know, like, oh, you know, he just looked like mincemeat. And then they show you them unzipping the sleeping bag at the crime scene. And
Lord.
just, like, ground beef flopping out. Like, just ground beef. It was really crazy.
It was really disgusting looking.
Really
I don't
disgusting.
know. It's like, it looked like if you got, like, a burrito, and you just grabbed one end of it and just squished it to the other end, and as it was coming out, that's what it would look like.
It was
fair. It was disgusting.
It was foul.
Because it wasn't like people. Like, it wasn't like a person.
No, it was ground beef.
It was just like,
it was like red ground beef.
Yeah.
Like uncooked ground beef.
It was
It was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, it was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, that was bad.
So then after this happens, they're like, fuck the monkey.
Yes.
Fuck the
Screw that
monkey.
monkey.
And they throw him down the well. They throw him down the dry well, similar to how Hal, in the original story, throws him down the well.
Yeah.
And then it cuts 25 years later. We find out Hal, he's working at a grocery store. He's got a son he sees once a week. Once
a year.
1 week every year.
Yeah.
And he tries to stay away from any family because he doesn't want his misfortune to fall onto anyone else. And he doesn't see Bill anymore. He doesn't see Bill.
Yeah.
And then he's out with his son. He's got his week.
It's Petey, right?
Petey's his son. Yeah, his son Petey. And Petey's like 14, 15. And his, like, Petey's mom is married to this other guy. And the other guy is, like, a lunatic psychologist book writer guy.
I always
He's,
love...
like, super rich and crazy and eccentric and a douche.
Yeah. And I love how, like, Elijah Wood just gets, like, really small bit character parts now, where he just does all the little parts that, like, you could tell he just really liked part of the movie.
Yeah.
And the lead roles weren't for him, and he knew that. And so he just gets the smaller roles. Like, in The Toxic Avenger, which I'm pretty sure we covered here.
Yeah.
The new one. He's the little, like, sidekick to the bad guy in that movie.
Yeah.
And then now
uncle.
he's the, like, stepdad in this movie for, like, he's only in the movie for, like, 5 minutes at the most.
Just
the
enough
whole
for him
thing.
to be like, I'm adopting your son, fuck you, and I stole your energy.
Yeah.
Because they're all sitting on the couch.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Hal, and the stepdad, they're all sitting on the couch doing this, like, meditation. And then the stepdad gets up, he goes and sits at his desk above everybody else, and he goes, I stole your energy. And
then,
it's just like, what the fuck?
And then he's like, you can't do that. You can't take that.
I can't take that.
You can't take that.
I did.
That's not cool. You can't take that.
Yeah, but I did. I did take that. I did take your energy. And he's gonna take Petey. So this is like the last week Hal has with Petey. And they're gonna go on a trip. They're gonna go, it's like a Halloween horror coaster trip. And go into like
Which,
a little
by the
amusement
way, whatever the hell that place is, they go like, I want to go there.
Yeah, it
I don't
sounds
know
really
what
fun.
I don't
They
know
never
what that
show
is.
you.
They
They
never
never
show
show
you
you.
that. Well, like, it's called, like, what was it? Like, what was it? I cannot remember, but it looked so ridiculously cool and interesting.
It did. It really did.
It was like Halloween night something.
But it was like Halloween, like horror
like,
roller
like,
coasters.
with, like, amusement park. I was like, can we just, like, make that?
I mean, they have the Saw ride.
I know.
They do have that.
Where is that at?
I have no idea. I think it's in Vegas.
Yeah, somewhere.
Everything's in Vegas.
Everything's in Vegas.
I don't know why I said that.
What else is in Vegas?
That like weird grocery store place. You know what I'm talking
that
about.
is
Omega
yeah,
Mart. That's
Omega
also
Mart,
in Vegas.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with this though.
That has nothing to do with this. Alright, go back. Do you hate interruptions to your podcast? Yeah, I honestly do too. The one thing I hate more than ad interruptions on my podcasts are ads that you hear on repeat, which, trust me, happens frequently to me. I don't know about you. So you'll hear this once an episode, I promise you. If you want to support my dreams and you're enjoying this episode, you can listen to all the episodes completely ad-free for $5 over on my Patreon. Not just these episodes, but you can listen to all of the episodes for all of the podcasts on the network. You also get access to the commentaries, live streams, Q&As, and all of that other fun stuff that is exclusive to Patreon. So it is patreon.com/MediaBite. Yes, that's right, patreon.com/MediaBite. I will leave you alone and you can zone back into your work or trying to sleep or whatever else it was that you were doing before I so rudely interrupted you. Alright, I'll see you.
So they're on their trip, they're in a motel, and Bill calls Hal. And is like, I need you to come back to our aunt's house, she's died. And their aunt does die. And we see their aunt die. She's in her house. You hear the monkey beat. And, like, all this crazy stuff happens to her. Like, she's running around the house. Like, she gets caught on fire. She's, like, got fish hooks in her face.
Yes,
like,
the fish hooks were disgusting.
Yeah, she gets fish hooks in her face. And she pulls them out. She puts alcohol on her face to, like, clean the wounds. And then she gets caught on fire from her gas stove. And then she's running around on fire, like, super on fire, because she's got alcohol on her face.
Yes.
And then she runs straight outside into her mailbox post and impales her head.
Oh my god.
It's just like...
And that was
brutal.
That was crazy.
Oh,
and it's not like you saw a lot. It's you just see it happen. It's a lot worse looking than what you actually saw.
Yeah, like you feel a lot worse just realizing the gravity of like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then earlier before her face gets on fire, when you see the when she leans down into the gas and you can tell what's about to happen.
Yeah. Because you hear the gas, like, whispering out of the stove.
And you can tell what's about to happen, and you're just waiting for her face to catch on fire. Yeah. Oh, my lord.
Oh, no.
That's so bad. The other thing, before we move, because this happened, I think... Oh, no, this happens right after. You're right, this happens right after. Oh, my god, the next kill that happens with the realtor lady, or the estate lady.
Yes, okay, so... After she dies, the town holds like an estate sales without contacting Hal. And at the estate sale, the monkey is on the table. And this kid picks up the monkey, and he buys the monkey, and he takes him home. And then we go back to Hal. And Hal's on the phone with Bill, and they're outside, and the monkey sound starts playing while they're on the phone, and Bill's like, I need you to come back to Ida's, and I need you to find this monkey. Like, you need to be the one to find the monkey. And he's like, why me? He's like, because you have to be the one to find the monkey. And the drum beat starts playing, and some things start coming into action. The air conditioning unit falls off the top of the motel where Hal and Petey are staying. There's water pouring all over the concrete where he's staying, like where he's standing right outside the pool. He's like standing on like the edge of the pool.
I forgot about this one.
And the water's pouring into the pool. The air conditioning unit falls, hits the water. He jumps back out of it. There's a woman trying to use the diving board to jump in the pool. He's like, stop, don't. Because he watches the water get electrified. And she jumps in, she flops into the water, and then she explodes.
She vaporizes. Like, completely. And, like, so you see, so while he's on the phone with Bill.
Yeah, he's on the phone with Bill.
You see him, and then you see the woman, like, getting ready to get in the pool.
Yeah.
Like, you see it happen. Like, you watch her get ready to go in the pool.
Like, and you think nothing of it.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
Some lady at the motel.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
And then she fucking explodes.
And then she literally just explodes. It's that's what I was talking about, where that one and the next kill that we're talking about. That kill is the one where it's like, it's not gory. There's not a lot of gore in it. But it's gory. It is. Because a freaking arm flies at him, remember?
Yeah, she's like just meat chunks.
Oh, yes. And then remember, one of her fingers ends up in his mouth?
In his mouth, yeah.
Oh my
and
god.
he pulls her finger out of his mouth.
Oh my
he's
god.
Just, like, absolutely
yeah, that was a lot.
So then, him and Petey are like, we gotta go. He's like to Petey, like, we gotta go. And they go to Anida's house. And the realtor's there. And he's lied to Petey about having no family.
Yeah.
Petey's doing an ancestral project. And he tells Petey that he has no brothers. No family, no brother. And the real estate agent, while they're sitting in the car outside the house, is like, yeah, your brother called, let me know you were coming. And Petey gets fucking pissed. He gets fucking pissed. And he goes on like a little rant. He's like, why are you lying to me? Like, why are you lying to me? And he tells Petey, like, stay in the car. Petey doesn't want to stay in the car, so Petey stays downstairs in the house. Well, Hal and the realtor are going through the house. And he's checking in the closets because he's looking for the monkey. Like, he needs to find the monkey. Like, he's got to find the monkey because, like, the monkey in the wrong hands is going to be real bad. And, well, the monkey's not there. They get to a closet. She's having trouble opening the closet.
And I was like, what's happening? Like, what is in this closet?
And he realizes, oh, fuck. You know, maybe we should just not mess with the closet.
Why is the closet
not opening?
Shut. Why is it locked and you don't know how to open it?
And she's like, I don't remember locking this. And he's like putting the pieces together. And he goes like, stop. Well, she opens the closet. A shotgun falls. Lights ignites itself and goes and blows her head off.
I thought the monkey was going to be in there, like, by itself. I was not ready for that at all.
Yeah, that was crazy. Monkey's not there.
Yeah.
Find out that kid had the monkey. right? Like, he had the monkey. And then Ricky, who is the kid who has the monkey, he actually gave it to Bill. He sold the monkey straight to Bill. Bill wanted it, and he gave the monkey to Bill, because Bill has been in town this whole time, and Bill is crazy and wants to kill Hal, because Bill believes that Hal's at fault for killing their mom, and Bill still wears his suit.
Yes.
He's cut it up, and now he has like a flame decal on his children's suit, and he's like a full-grown man. And he looks crazy, and he is crazy.
Yes.
And Ricky is like, fuck, like, I should not have given that monkey to Bill. So Ricky ends up taking Hal and Petey to where Bill is staying, because Bill wants Petey to turn the key of the monkey to kill Hal. And Hal is upset because he doesn't want Petey to die. He doesn't want Petey to be impacted by the monkey.
Yes. And there's a crucial thing there where, as far as they can tell, whoever turns the key of the monkey
will not die.
Can't die.
They can't die.
They aren't the ones that can die.
You're the only one who's safe.
So, in order to keep Petey safe,
he's got to turn the key.
He's got to be the one to turn the key. Because if you don't turn the key, you're not safe from the monkey.
Yes. So, they get to the, like, old hotel warehouse thing that Bill is staying at. And Ricky and Hal are in the car. Ricky got a gunpoint at Hal, and Petey goes in by himself to go up and confront Bill.
Yes.
And Petey is, like, stepping over booby traps, and he finally makes his way up. Meanwhile, there's, like, crazy stuff going down in the car. Like, Ricky is acting crazy, and he's mad. He wants the monkey. That's why Petey's inside to steal the monkey. And he wants the monkey. He wants the monkey. And Hal is sitting in the car with him while he's acting a fool and waving a gun around. And they keep panning to a giant hornet's nest that's above the car.
Yes. Oh, this is crazy.
Then we go back to Petey, and Bill is trying to convince Petey to turn the key on the monkey. And Petey does turn the key on the monkey. Monkey raises his arm. Monkey drops his arm. Starts doing his little drum beat. And the hornet's nest falls outside because Ricky shoots it while he was waving around trying to itch his hat in his head.
Yes, which leaves a hole through the glass.
Which leaves a hole through the glass of the windshield. The hornets fly inside. They go right by Hal, and they just fill Ricky's open mouth. And he just fills up with hornets, and then they start coming out of him.
Coming out of like his cheeks,
out of
and
his
like
cheeks
out of his
and his
neck.
neck,
It's
his eyes.
my
It's
lord.
so bad. And so Hal escapes, and he runs inside. And Petey's like, oh, fuck. So he runs away, too. And he lets Hal into the building, and then they both go upstairs to confront Bill. And Bill is just like, yeah, you killed fucking mom, so you gotta die. And this whole time, Bill has been turning the key. Like, the whole time he's been there, and he's had this monkey, and he's killed, like, half the town. And the monkey gets turned again. And, like, everyone in the town starts dying because they hold back the monkey. They hold back his arm from dropping. And the monkey is, like, super mad about being forced to keep his arm up. And so he just starts beating the drum, like, super, super, super fast. And, like, a plane crashes, and it comes through part of the building, and they think it's all over. And Hal and Bill kind of rectified their relationship a little
bit. As much
Bill
as you
still,
can within 10 seconds. But
yeah, Bill still calls him dumb shit, but Hal's like, just come with us. Like, just come with Petey and I. Like, leave this place. Come with Petey and I. Like, we need to stop this. And then you see this Rube Goldberg machine from the traps start going throughout the whole place. It's like stuff's falling over, swords drop from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then the bowling ball starts rolling. And then the bowling ball shoots out of the wall.
That's like a cannon.
The cannon. It falls into a cannon, shoots out the cannon, and blasts right through Bill's head. Right after this conversation where Bill's like, okay, yeah, I'll find
and then, like, they finally rectify it.
And then he dies immediately.
And then he dies, and then you cut back to him, to, like, his head, and it's, like, squished into the wall with his eyes on either end of the bowling ball.
Yeah, oh, it's really funny looking.
It's really funny looking.
And then Hal and Petey are like, well, shit. And they leave, and they get in the car, and they're driving through town, and they're kind of, like, rectifying their relationship, too. And And, like, there's people on fire, like, everywhere. Like, everyone is dying in this town. And they're like, oh my god, like, everyone is dying in this town. And they have the monkey, because they want to make sure the monkey does not do it again. So now the decision is to keep the monkey with them forever.
Yeah.
Don't leave the monkey out, by itself. Keep the monkey, because it's the only way to stop it from creating more problems, because they know they won't turn the key.
Yes.
And then they pull up to a light, and they stop, and then Death on a pale horse
Yeah.
walks by, and they're like, shit, bruh.
Because they keep referencing
Death on
Death on a pale
being
horse
Hal.
being Hal. Yeah.
The whole movie, they're, like, referencing this, that, like, he is Death on a pale horse. That's how he feels. That wherever he goes, people will die. And it passes by them, like, kind of gives them a little bit of a wink. They continue on. They keep driving. School bus with these cheerleaders. They're cheering. They go by.
They're hanging out the window.
They're hanging out the window, waving pom-poms. And then a truck comes the opposite direction and slices all their heads off. And then after the truck passes, you just see them hanging down, their pom-poms hanging down low in their hand because they're all decapitated. And then that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So we don't really find out if Hal gets to keep Petey. It's really up in the air.
But it's almost like that doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Because, like, throughout the film, the mom may take this week and make memories, and so does it matter what happened?
They made memories.
They made memories because we don't even know if they fucking lived.
Yeah, you don't know.
Like, they might have been dead.
They might die too.
And so what I think is interesting is that, like, it in any other film, if they hadn't set it up this way, I would have thought this would have been a really unsatisfying ending.
Yeah.
But I think they nailed the ending because I think if they could have went too far with this and it would have been pointless.
I don't think that it was about whether or not he keeps Petey. It was about making memories.
Yeah.
That's all it was about.
Yeah.
That's all they set up to happen, is will he make memories with Petey? That's the question that gets answered, and the answer is yes, he does.
And I think it works better that way. I want to make one clarification to what I said earlier.
Yes.
So we were talking about the monkey not having, like, free will. We do, however, see the monkey teleport.
He
and
can
a few
teleport,
different times.
yeah.
So, like, at one point he teleports into the kid version of our main character's bedroom.
Yes.
When his mom hadn't put it there.
Yes.
So, like, he can move by himself. It's just he can't commit murder
by himself.
By
he needs
himself.
An accomplice.
He needs someone else to
Pull the
activate
trigger.
him in that way.
Yes.
So
But he
I thought
can
that was a very
teleport.
crucial difference because he can teleport.
And he does. The only time that he moves and doesn't teleport is when he gets dropped in the well, because Bill digs him up.
Yes.
Bill goes back and pulls him back up.
Yes.
But he does teleport multiple times,
Mhm.
kind of into the car, into the room. And so he is like an agent of chaos, but
Yeah.
he can't kill without
He just
assistance.
can't kill without someone telling him to do it.
Yes. Jared, what were your thoughts? What would you rate this? Out of 7.
Out of 7, which is always funny because it's a very random number, and a lot of people think that's a very random number, but it actually makes like a lot of sense when you think about it.
To you, yeah.
Yeah.
Tee. I get it though.
I think I had very easily labeled this a probably like a 5.5 or
I'd say
6,
a 5. Yeah.
somewhere in there. As, I think this is the first horror comedy besides probably Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, I love that
Where
movie.
it like actually manages to nail the
Scary and funny.
scary and funny. Yeah, like it nails the horror and the comedy, and the comedy is horror and the horror is comedy. Like the scene where like his head's in the bowling ball and it's like head's in the wall. Like
It's scary, but then the eyeballs
but it's
are on the side
actually
of the
like
ball.
really funny.
It's really funny.
like,
yeah.
It isn't
morbidly
horrifying.
funny.
It's just meant to be kind of darkly funny.
Yeah.
And that's not something a movie typically can nail on the head the way this movie did. I thought the characters, the way they acted, I thought all of the kills were different and interesting in a way
Yes.
where the kills could have been pretty lackluster.
But they were all like, oh my god.
Yeah, like it wasn't like anvils were falling out of the sky, and
Yes.
like it all was things that made sense but still were surprising, and I think that's what made this movie what it was. So like 5.5 probably.
I'd give it a 5. I basically feel the same way. I really enjoyed it. It kept my attention, which I think always gives bonus points, because some movies often, I think, fall apart a little bit towards the end. I didn't feel that. I felt that I was still kind of like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I really liked it.
I thought it nailed keeping an aspect of the story from the book, but removing it or switching and kind of making things more linear to make it fit in the story the way it needs to be told in a movie.
Yeah, I really felt that. We didn't read the short story, but we just kind of like looked up a bunch of stuff about it. I felt that it definitely expands well on the short story. It fleshes it out fully and uses those same key points to kind of like broaden the story.
And keeping the majority of the flashbacks as the prequel to them as adults really works really well.
Yeah.
Because there are flashback moments in the
But they're
film.
very small.
But they're small moments that lead you to understanding more about the world and like the relationships that they have with each other. Like, and about how their relationship with the monkey works out.
Yes.
Like, you can see more why he's so scared of the monkey in the flashbacks, but keeping all of their brother relationships in the prequel kind of makes the film work better.
Yes.
And it flows a lot better than it would have been if it was all adults and then they flash back to all those moments. It wouldn't have worked the same way.
We're back. Very loud helicopters.
Very loud helicopters.
Very loud helicopters.
Yes.
So loud that they're probably like a mile away. And
it sounded like it was out my door.
Yeah. So we went and looked at them. But we're back. Just in time for Jared to plug his little thingamabobbers.
Yes, plugging. So there's a lot to plug. All the podcasts on the Mediabyte Podcast Network. If you don't know, if you're not listening to this on the YouTube channel, which thank you if you are, there's a YouTube channel. It's Mediabyte. It's like videos and shorts and all that fun stuff. It's like kind of like the central hub for everything that is the podcast network and the videos and everything. It all is right there. So go subscribe to that. It's just Mediabyte on YouTube with the cookie, and just look up. Or you can look up Exploring Cinema Podcast and look up the name of the title you see. It's the same title everywhere. And you can find it that way too. We're also on Instagram. It's at Mediabyte Company. And then TikTok is at Mediabyte Co. C-O. Mediabyte C-O. Yeah, do you have anything to plug? I don't think so. Do you?
I'm Alex.
Okay. And there's Alex. You help a lot with all this stuff, so it's kind of all the same thing anyways. Yeah, listen to more episodes of this. We have more coming out. We're going to try and make this weekly is the goal. That is the goal. Weekly Exploring Cinema Podcast. And I'm going to try to make Slash It weekly as well, which hopefully will get ready for more episodes of all your favorite podcasts here. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're listening, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so thank you for listening to our coverage of The Monkey from last year, which we just saw. We could have gotten it on HBO Max and watched it that way, I think, but
we watched it from the library.
Watched it from the library. Support your local libraries, because something like 60% of everyone in our county has a library card. Go check out your library. There's way more resources that we can describe here because we're not a library podcast, but it's worth it.
It was really worth it.
It was very worth it.
It's
surprisingly worth it. And with the degrading of third places in America, where we're losing free third places or very low cost third places, people want you in and people want you out as fast as possible. Libraries can be that place for you. You can just sit there. You don't have to rent the book. You can just read the book there. You can rent places. You can
literally just come and
hang out. You can draw. You can hang out here. You can meet up with friends there. That's a good place to go. So we're losing the third place, but we can hopefully save our libraries and bring them back into what they could be. And maybe not 60% of adults have library cards, but
when like 10% use them, because everyone in our county, as kids, are signed up anyways.
Yes.
That's why it's 60%. Like when we went and Jared went to get a card, they're like, you already have one.
I had one from when I was like 14. It was like the last time it was updated.
I still have one from like being 6 years old when we went in first grade.
Yeah, I went in kindergarten when that library opened, and that was the same library card I had, and they just updated it. That was it.
We went to the redacted name.
Yeah.
The big one.
Oh yeah,
In
yeah.
Not our branch.
I went to the branch near us when it opened in kindergarten.
Our beautiful redneck library.
Yes. But they have horror movies, which I was surprised by.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to know that libraries aren't susceptible to that kind of thing. They are still the places for just learning,
Everybody. Yeah.
regardless of anything like that. But either way, this was another rendition of library picks, which is actually really fun. I would recommend just getting a library card and finding a bunch of movies, because I don't know about you, but I'm much more susceptible to just sitting down and actually watching the stupid thing. If I have to put it in the disc to watch it, I feels more like a statement. I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, I think you talked about this in our last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot more interesting. I
Mhm.
wish rental places still existed, but these are whole different podcasts. We'll have a whole conversation about this probably at some other
Yes.
point when it's more susceptible and more related to the movie. But thank you for listening. Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening to all the episodes here of the Me By Podcast Network, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so this was the monkey.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Don't twist any keys on the back of any monkeys. Boom, 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 boom.
Bum,
Yeah,
bum,
I literally just thought of freaking 2001: A Space Odyssey the
bum.
whole time.
That's really funny.